Hello there YouTube, how the hell are you? My name is Vac, and in this video we're continuing our series on the classes of Crowfall. Next up, the Myrmidon. It's hard to miss the Myrmidon when you're out there on the battlefields of Crowfall. Fitting the mold of the classic berserker, this heavy armor wearing, dual wielding engine of death is a solid and popular addition to the melee options in the game. Aside from a respectable number of attack chains, crowd control effects, and charge abilities, they rely on powers like Frenzy, which increases their damage, and Berserk, which makes them nearly unkillable for a short time, until they crash at the end and sustain all of that damage at once. So let's have a look at what races can play the Myrmidon. So here we are at character creation, and we can see that there are three races that can play Myrmidon: Half Giant, Minotaur, and Stoneborn. And really, there's no wrong choice here. Stoneborn is a great choice if you intend to make a tanky, defensive-minded Myrmidon. Stoneborn, of course, having massive constitution bonuses to begin with, as well as a max constitution cap, and the additional 15% healing that they get because of their racial bonus, makes this a great choice for tanky Myrmidons, if that's what you're after. Conversely, Half Giant, getting massive bonuses to both Constitution and Strength to start, as well as max caps in both statistics, probably makes for the best offensive-minded Myrmidon, particularly because they get the Blood of the Giant power, I believe it's called, where they increase their size, and that can stack up to 10% extra damage on top of everything else that they get for their class, which just really makes for a hard-hitting character. Now, somewhere right in the middle is the Minotaur. The Minotaur gets a pretty decent constitution starting off, has pretty decent caps in strength and con. And the main thing to recommend the Minotaur is that they are immune to stun from the front. And since a lot of the Myrmidon's abilities rely on timing to keep them alive during their frenzies and berserks, this is a class that sees a lot of crowd control, and people will try to stun you to kind of mess up your rhythm and get you down. And Minotaur is more resistant to that than the other two classes, or other two races. But statistically, they are right in the middle. So there's no wrong choice here. Pick the race that speaks the most to you. But again, I think that's Half Giant for offense, Stoneborn for defense, and Minotaur just for all around mid-range on both of those and the resistance to stun. So let's have a look at what subclasses can be chosen by the Myrmidon. The Myrmidon can choose from three promotion classes. First, the Titan, which you're seeing here. This is the full offensive build of the Myrmidon. Massive boosts to damage make this the most popular Myrmidon subclass in the game. Their passive increases damage when striking bleeding targets, which is easy enough to do for a Myrmidon. Frenzy gets boosted to make you unkillable while it's up, as well as helping you interrupt enemy abilities. A whirling engine of death, the Titan is a feared sight in close quarters RVR and is one of the best characters in the game for farming groups of NPCs. Second, there's the Battle Rager. This is the tank build of the Myrmidon class. The only Myrmidon to get plate armor, Battle Ragers get increases to health and mitigation, increasing their staying power on the field of battle. The crash effects of Berserk are reduced and can be ignored entirely with a well-timed whirlwind. Their passive rewards this with additional health. If you're looking for a tank with no shield, the Champion Pit Fighter is a better option under the current meta. But these things change over time, and even under the current conditions, the Battle Rager is a solid option. Last, we have the Conqueror. This is the crowd control build of the Myrmidon. Bleeding targets are also slowed, which in turn reduces their critical defense thanks to the Conqueror's passive ability. Whirlwind is boosted to make you immune to crowd control, giving you the ability to whirlwind through a clump of enemy players, applying bleeds and slows and reducing crit defense, all while immune to crowd control yourself. Lacking the raw damage of Titan or the staying power of Battle Rager, this is a promotion class that will rely on careful play and some good support from group mates, but can make a real impact on the battlefield if done correctly. In summation, the Myrmidon is a pretty awesome and fun class to play. Riding the highs of Berserk and Frenzy while trying to mitigate or avoid the eventual crash is a thrilling experience. And this is probably my favorite melee class in a game full of good melee classes. So, get out there and have a ball. You're going to love your Myrmidon. So there you have it. That concludes our look at the Myrmidon. If you liked what you saw in this video and maybe even learned a little something, we'd sure appreciate it if you could give us a like or a subscribe. That helps us grow the channel and get more eyeballs on us, and man, we'd sure appreciate it. If you'd like to join our Discord community and get more reliable updates on these videos and live streams, there is a link in the description below, as well as links if you'd like to join our guild, Reckoning, or support the channel. But mostly, we just love it if we can get a like or a subscribe out of you, because man, that'd be awesome. So until I see you guys again, be cool, keep gaming. I'm Vac, and I'm out of here.